Speakeasy family, welcome to my first ever YouTube vlog, and it's a travel vlog. The location where we are today is none other than Tianmen Mountain here in Zhangjiajie. I apologize to all my Chinese listeners if I'm mispronouncing that, but please use this vlog to practice your English listening skills, your pronunciation skills, and be on the lookout for any useful vocabulary that I highlight during the video. Let's go. So just to show all of you how we actually got up here, we took this long winding road up these cliff sides up here, and it was terrifying, okay? I have a deathly fear of heights. I get vertigo in some places quite badly actually, and it doesn't make sense because I was a ski racer for 10 years and I love skiing, and going down a mountain with snow, I have no issues with that whatsoever. But when it comes to being in these high elevations and these high places, I just freeze up almost. So we'll see how I fare for the next few days here in Zhangjiajie. So the first task that awaits us is of course climbing, I believe, the 999 steps up to the cave here. Mind you everyone, so these are steps, not stairs, steps. So let's get started. Okay, first, I don't know, maybe 20 steps done. Now we have this ahead of us. And I actually just noticed this, but there is also a waterfall right next to the actual steps themselves. How nice. I must say, one thing that I do kind of find annoying about these very touristy places is the amount of times that you have to stop because someone's taking a photo and you want to be respectful and not get in their photo, but golly, golly, I'm already getting a little bit out of breath. The steps here are a bit more steep, so the bottom section was easy. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. Next little bit of vocabulary for you here is that as we are walking up the stairs, we have a handrail alongside the steps that you can lean on if you're having a hard time. So far so good. Look at the view behind me. I think we're getting close to halfway. We're at the point now where our calves are burning just a little bit. So we'll see how they feel when we get to the top. We are so close, everyone. So close. I'm building up a sweat, so I'm going to unzip my sweater just a little bit. What is this? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we have arrived. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Just like all major tourist attractions here in China, this one is especially crowded, which means that there's a lot of tour groups and a lot of loud... There you go. There you go. That's what you hear basically everywhere you go around here. So it's going to be a little bit annoying when I'm trying to record, but we'll make do. And look at this. We did all these steps, all 999 of them. I had to get out of there quickly because this whole place echoes, obviously. And again, when you have these tour guides with their megaphones talking at full blast, I can't even hear myself think. Take a look at these cliff faces and cliffs that are all around us. I mean, it is stunning. It starts from the bottom down here, and you can just go all the way up. My gosh. And once again, we are now riding an escalator to the mountain top. I believe that the peak of this place is around 1,518 meters high, which is pretty high up. By the way, this is the third escalator that we've got on now, so this is really high up. We made it to the top after 7 escalators. 7. Insane. But the funny thing is here we are in the middle of China on top of Tianmen Mountain. But you know what else is here? Good old Burger King. Personally, I'm not a fan of fast food, but it's just funny to see that it's here. Christoph and I came for a quick lunch break. Let me show you what we got. We both got these pork buns. I got the smaller portion. He got the bigger portion. Bon appetit, my friend. Lunch is the meal that we have during the middle of the day, typically between noon and early afternoon. All right, after eating lunch, our bellies are full. Belly is a cute or slang expression for your stomach. So basically, I'm trying to say that our stomachs are full from eating lunch. But now we are headed off to the Western Trail here at Zhangjiajie, and my vertigo and fear of heights will be tested. From here on out, you're probably going to get out of breath Speakeasymatyas because these steps and the elevation gain and then decline, or sorry, elevation loss is pretty serious. But something that's quite funky I wanted to show all of you were these branches here. I mean, they're kind of dangerous. You know, you just walk, and boom, there goes your head. So you have to watch out around here. These right here have to be the coolest garbage cans or bins that I've ever seen. During these moments, I'm really scared and I really want to cuss and swear, but I promise I'm going to keep these YouTube videos as PG as possible, but I'm just really scared. Real quick, let me show all of you a staple here in China, I guess. That staple would be this surveillance camera. These days, most advanced countries actually have surveillance cameras everywhere. It's just that I think China has the most surveillance cameras I've ever seen by far. All right, everyone, the newest lovely cliff. My goodness, I cannot wait to go along that glass bridge there. Holy cow. I don't know about this one, but can't go back now, so looks like we have to put these slippers on. Done. Look at that, they're actually quite stylish. You have no idea how scared I am right now. You can't even see how far down it is. I am not comfortable. I am not comfortable right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. I'm not even stepping. I'm just sliding my feet because okay, all right, done. Okay, I survived barely, and the fact that I have to do a massive glass bridge over a canyon, I think tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'm not looking forward to that one bit. Oh my gosh. And now we have arrived at Tianmen Temple. It's pretty surreal to see that 1,500 meters high, they've built a temple at this scale. I'll make sure to put some videos here so that you all can see how big this place is, but it just baffles me. Who builds temples in these places? It's crazy. And look, the temple itself even has a little pond back here, which has goldfish or gold koi fish. Let me just show all of you what we have here. We have what we call a toad. A nice big ugly toad here in the middle of the square. Toads generally have the, in my opinion, worst label between them and frogs because they are bigger and uglier, but still pretty cool to see that there's just one randomly strolling around here in the middle of this big square behind me. Now comes probably the moment that I dread the most, the glass suspension bridge. Wow, okay, I must say, the fact that these are actually wooden planks and it's not a glass bridge, that makes me feel a lot better and a lot happier. Let's start walking across, although this is still, holy cow, really high up, really high up. Because it's a suspension bridge, obviously, it kind of bounces up and down as you walk along it. Let's give it a look, see? Oh my gosh, look down there. This is never not gonna be scary, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I mean, the whole thing, it does bounce a little bit as you're walking along, so it's not exactly a very comforting feeling, but it's not as bad as the glass bridge, I think, that we're gonna have to cross either tomorrow or the day after, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to show all of you a interesting difference between Eastern and Western style bathrooms. This type of urinal is not very common in Europe and North America and the Western world. Let me show you what it looks like. So it's actually quite practical. You just stand here, do your business, and all of the fluids go down the same drain. It's a very simple and very effective design. We're back. Second glass bridge, and this time there's a little bit of concrete and it's just all glass. Pray for me, everybody. Maybe I've kind of become numb to this feeling, but this is actually, I'm tolerating this right now. So far, so good. I mean, the view and the landscape around here is outstanding. It's if it wasn't this hazy, it would be a little bit better, obviously, but even still, you can just see how majestic and grand these mountains are. But anyways, let's make it across and then we'll talk after. I survived. It was actually, again, like I said, as I was going across, not as bad as I thought, but we are here at a construction site on the mountain. I wanted to show you something. The gentleman there is welding. I don't exactly know what you're doing, but I think you are forging two pieces of metal together when you are welding. But you can see that blue flame and the sparks flying out of there. It looks pretty cool. I know it's dangerous, but it looks pretty cool. I love these signs because honestly, who the heck would climb over these guardrails to do anything? Anything at all. Let me just give you all one last view of these beautiful mountains along here as we walk along this boardwalk to ultimately head back to the Trans Mountain escalator and end our day up here at Tianmen Mountain. Okay, now we begin our descent from the mountain. Let's count the escalators. This is escalator 1, escalator 2, number 3, 4, 5, 6, and finally, escalator number 7. 6, 7. No, okay. Forget I said that. Interesting turn of events. We are actually now walking down the stairs to head back. I was not expecting to do this. I should be paying more attention to this actually. So I'll catch you all at the bottom. And we've made it to the bottom. Back to square one essentially because this is where we started. This is one of many more of these English learning vlogs to come. So stay tuned and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye Speakeasy family.